Anyway, we have some Robert Eggers news. He's fairly changed himself, hasn't he?
What do you
Like
mean?
that's not the Robert Eggers I remember from his early interviews, like from The Witch and stuff. He's kind of lost his geeky look, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, I mean, movies will drain you, I guess.
Lost a bit of weight as well. Fair play to him. He's not like super skinny, but he lost a bit of weight now. But yeah, his next thing down the line is going to be a 13th century werewolf movie. I saw a thing, it's not in this article, but I saw another one that he does not want to make modern movies set in modern era.
I'm cool with that.
The idea, he says, the idea of like having a phone or a car in a movie is just complete anathema to him. That's not what he wants to do. He wants to focus in bygone eras.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm totally cool with that. I mean, he's got a pretty good track record of doing that.
Yeah, and that's cool. He's got his thing. He knows what he wants to do, and he's not shitting stuff out every year just for the sake of it. And he's not one of these people that's appearing as producer on everything, just basically wearing himself thin. And it's obviously working for him. He's doing quite well. And every time he does something, it gets noticed. So he seems to have the right attitude for a filmmaking. The ones, actually, let's use a writer, George R.R. Martin. He is doing everything, but actually what he's meant to do. And he's just jumping on every bandwagon going. I think there's another thing coming out, but he stuck his name onto it and got involved in, and he's just completely lost any credibility with even his own fan base. Like people that aren't his fans don't care about him. He's just irrelevant now. Just somebody grasping to be in the spotlight, and he's done damage to his own work. Where Eggers, he seems to be thoughtful about the projects he takes, and he wants it to be. He wants that level of detail. He wants to be able to do it his own way, or else he's not going to do it. And I think he's somebody who he does a lot of the groundwork first before even announcing a project. So he'll have spent a year at least thinking this through and making sure that he's got the right contract in place, even that he's not going to have a studio jumping over him. Just wish more filmmakers were as brave as him. Had a spine.
I just wish more filmmakers were given the chance to do something like this.
No, but he's made his own way. Like, has he been gifted anything? He's just been very clear in his vision, and he's obviously been able to communicate it. That the studios have went along with him and believed them. I don't think it's a chance thing. It's a lot of them are just they want to be famous for the sake of it. They want to be part of the Hollywood bubble, and they'll do whatever they're just go along with whatever. They're not really interested in the sort of creative output. Like when we reviewed The Witch, and we talked about the actual work that the crew did. And he was part of it. Everybody was hands-on. There weren't everybody, I'm in my trailer, call me when I'm ready for a scene. Everyone was like out sweeping roads and doing whatever needed for the set, cast included. That's not a given a chance. That's somebody who has a work ethic. And if you bring that work ethic and you can communicate that, you get the right people on board. And look at the people who are coming back to him now, returning the actors. So he wasn't a horrible director. You hear of people treated like shit on set. Like they hate the director and stuff and they don't want to ever work with him again. But he has the opposite sort of vibe about him, that people who have worked with him before want to go back to him because they enjoy the process. It's bloody hard work apparently, but they enjoy it because they feel like they're making something. So I don't think it's just being given a chance. I think you need that sort of spark about you, and people like him are rare. I mean, if you've seen Nosferatu on the big screen recently, chances are you're still under the thrall of Robert Eggers' glorious cover. We took a cinematic vampire classic and gave it a full-blooded retell, perfectly suited to the man behind The Witch and the Lighthouse. It seems Eggers is still in monster mode because his next project sees him moving from vampires to werewolves. In the original film titled Werwulf. I haven't seen The Wolfman yet either. I hear it's absolutely diabolical.
Dude, it's fucking great.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so shit then. Hey.
Well, I mean, you probably wouldn't like it.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're like saying it's great, it must be shit.
No. It was a legit, fantastic film. It was a great retelling of the mythology of werewolves. Yeah, it was honestly probably one of my favorite werewolf movies.
All right. Well, like I said, I haven't seen it yet, so I have no opinion. I haven't even seen the trailer because I don't want to. I'm going to watch it. I want to go watch the movie, see. But I don't know. I'm just hearing a lot of clapback about it.
Well, that's because people don't like to be happy. People want to bitch about stuff instead of try to enjoy things.
Did you enjoy Werewolves? That glorious action flick that was.
I never saw it.
Did you not?
No.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about that new one with
what's his generic action?
Frank Grillo. Yeah. No, I that's something that I would watch if it was streaming somewhere and I had literally nothing else to do. But it looked too stupid to go see in theaters.
Yeah, Jetwall. Hey, Chris, as well. I don't know, man. I'm not really.
I mean, so far, I'm looking forward to The Monkey, the Stephen King adaptation. That looks fucking killer.
I haven't seen that. This won't be out until 2026 anyway. I think it's another. Yeah, because right about Christmas time, that was the traditional time for telling scary stories anyway. I like the fact that's starting to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing Christmas has been nudging into Halloween and taking over, but guess what? We're going to start pushing back. Telling scary stories during your time. Stuff you fancy game you want to play.
I mean, it works great for me because Christmas tradition is always go see a movie and then go to the Chinese buffet up the street. So just keep giving me horror movies for Christmas.
Sounds good. But yeah, that's his next one. He's going to do Werewolf. Thing is, Nosferatu was originally a demonic. People were complaining, the edgelords, about Nosferatu because it wasn't the same as the 1970s one.
The 1970s one was not even remotely anything tied to like the original story. So
yeah,
anybody wants to bitch about that, they're fucking.
It was a traditional vampire story where Nosferatu is more of a demonic tale anyway. He was more of a demonic entity that was made. And I think it was the demon was Belial that they made the pact with. That's how he became what he was. It's not your traditional like vampire, what we would expect, blood sucking, turning others and stuff. It's different. And that's one thing I really loved about Eggers. He went back into that and they actually brought the sort of rituals to play and that aspect of evoking something. But apparently because it was too complicated, some people didn't like it. And I imagine if he's going to do Werewolf, he's going to do exactly the same. He'll really go into the lore and he'll bring that back to the supernatural. Do you know I've had this problem with the virus? You know, it's a contagion and everything's just become homogenized between werewolf, vampire, zombie. It's all a virus. And they've almost stripped away the supernatural aspect. So I'm happy that they're bringing the supernatural aspect back into the sort of spooky tales.
Yeah.
But there you go. There's that.